Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this problem set. So this problem set deals with piecewise functions, which you guys have seen already before, but this is just a little refresher. So when you do these piecewise functions, what you're essentially trying to do is you're going to take, -2 in for x, and you're going to plug this in. So when I have x equals -2, I get -1, and that is at an open circle. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is do my slope for this to make my points here. So that's my bottom equation. My top equation, when I plug in my -2, so it's -2 times -2 minus 3. So that gives me 4 minus 3, which is 1. So I'm here at 1, and then I go down to over 1. And then I play connect the dots. And that is my piecewise function. Okay. Do it again for number 3. So at 0, I'm at 1. Open circle there. Up 1, right 1 for, down 1. Left 1. So that gives me my first line. My second line is at -1. It is an open circle here. And then I'm going this direction. Okay. So again, this is all just graphing piecewise functions. I can look at 5. 5 looks like a quadratic. So that means that I'm an open circle here. And then 1, 1 is a point on the parabola. 2 and 4 is another point on the parabola. So my parabola on the left-hand side, which is the top equation, looks like that. And then at 0, I'm at 1, and it is a open circle. And then down 1, right 1. So looks something like this. Okay. And then 7, at 1, we are at 2. It is an open circle again. And then up 1, right 1. So we go like this. And then for my x cubed, at 1, I'm at 1. And then I'm at 0. And then, a little too far down. So I'm something like this. Okay. For my, oh wait, I'm sorry. My x cubed, it's backwards. Sorry, hold on. I apologize. Okay, let's fix this. I'm actually going values of x smaller than 1, so that would be this direction here. And then my cubic would have gone the other direction. So it would have been 1, 1, 2, and then like 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So something like this. I graphed the wrong inequality at first. Okay. All right. So those were all piecewise functions. These are piecewise functions as well, except they are a special type of piecewise function, which is called a step function because it looks like a staircase. So at -2 less than -1 are equal to. So I look something like this. And then I'm at 0 from -1 to 2. And then I'm at 2 when I'm bigger than 2. So I look something like that. Okay? All right, moving right along. Looking at question 11. So I'm actually going to evaluate f at the various points. So really what I'm looking at is, do I use the top equation or the bottom equation? So at -3, that is smaller than -2. And so I'm going to plug that into my top equation. So -3 plus 1, which gives me -2. And then 2 would be equal to 2. So that's actually the bottom equation. So then that's -2 times -2 minus 3. So 4 minus 3, which is 1. F of -1 is bigger than -2. So -2 times -1 minus 3. So 2 minus 3, which is -1. And then 0 is still also bigger. So -2 times 0 minus 3 gives me -3. And so these are all your solutions. So I'm just evaluating certain values of x given the piecewise function. I'll do the same thing here for 13. Here, -3 is less than -1. So that's -2 times -3 squared minus 3. So I get -2 times 9 plus 3, so -18 plus 3, which is equal to -15. -2 also still goes to the top equation, so -2 times -2 squared minus 3. So that's -2 times 4 minus, oops, not equals, minus 3. And then -8 minus 3. Oh, sorry, plus 3. Sorry, plus 3. So that gives me -5. My equation is plus 3, not minus 3, so I messed that up. Okay. Equal to -1, still top equation, so -2 times -1 squared plus 3, so I get -2 times 1 plus 3, so -2 plus 3, which is equal to, not 5, which is equal to 1 here. Okay, and then 0 is actually the bottom equation, so 5 times 0 minus 7, so I get -7. Okay, so continuing to move along, doing more evaluation. Question 15 here. So -3 squared minus 2, so I get 9 minus 2, which is 7. F of -2, so -2 squared minus 2, so 4 minus 2, which is 2. And then f of -1, so -1 squared minus 2 is equal to -1. And then 0 squared minus 2 is equal to -2. Okay. All right. Next group of questions is asking you to write the piecewise function for the given function below. And that actually rounds out our lesson for today. So when I go to 17, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to find the equation of this bottom line here. So I'm going to find slope. So I have this coordinate point is -2, 1. And this coordinate point over here, so that's -1, -2, -3, -4, so -4, -2. Okay, so m is equal to -2 minus 1 over -4 minus, -2. So I get -3 over -2, so I get 3/2. So then I would just use one of the coordinate points, which I can use -2, 1. So I go y minus 1 is equal to 3/2 times x plus 2, because it's a minus 2. So I move everything over to one side. So y minus 1 is equal to 3/2 plus 3. And then I add 1 to both sides, so I get y is equal to 3 halves x plus 4. Okay, so now I'm going to do the exact same thing, but now I'm going to do it with the other equation. So again, I'm going to pick my coordinate point. So this is -2, looks like 3. And this coordinate point is at 5 for the y value. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 comma 5. So m is equal to 5 minus 3 over 3 minus a -2, 2 over 5. Okay. So now I'm going to use point slope form. So y minus 3 is equal to 2/5 x minus a -2. So y minus 3 is equal to 2/5 x plus 2. Okay. And then y minus 3 is equal to 2/5 x plus 4/5. Then I add 3 to both sides, so I get 2/5 x plus 4/5 plus 3, which is the same thing as 2/5 x. This is over 1, so this is the same thing as 15/5. So that gives me plus 19 over 5. So my equation is f of x is equal to that top equation, which is 3/4 x plus 4, if x is less than -2. And then it is 2/5 x plus 19 over 5, if x is bigger than or equal to -2. Okay. So that's how I write the equation of this one. And then the last one is just a step function. So it is at the y value of 3 and the y value of -1, so that f of x is equal to 3 if x is bigger than 1, and it's equal to -1 if x is less than or equal to -1. Okay? And then that ends your problem set for 1-2.